Does my hair look good? My hair looks good. Oh, hi! I am about to take one of the best drugs out there. Nostalgia. Nostalgia really is like the best drug ever. That's why corporations and studios are currently benefiting off of it and marketing with it and yada yada yada, making a lot of money off of nostalgia. Let me tell you, because it works, and it is like a drug. Because what it does, I look at nostalgia kind of like the fountain of youth. Because when you get nostalgic about something, what it does is automatically transport your consciousness to your younger self. Oh, I remember when, and you go straight there. So you immediately feel younger. So it's a way to feel younger, to feel immortal. It's like a fountain of youth. So I think that's why nostalgia is such a big deal. So every once in a while, I get a little, oh man, I wish I could. Oh man, I wish I could. And I live in an amazing time today and an amazing place. Let's not acknowledge that. Let's acknowledge the fact that it's not just about the time I live in. It's about the place I live in. There's plenty of places on this earth where I would not be able to do what I can do in many ways, shapes, and forms. So I'm thankful to be spoiled and lucky to win the lottery, to live where I live, and raised the way I was raised by the people I've been around. Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't take much for granted, and I'm thankful for everything every day. And I also like to work really, really hard for anything I have. I don't like getting things. I need to earn it. And the more I suffer, the better I feel, because I wear suffering like a badge, which most people, you can either go through something traumatic and be like, oh, I'm miserable because of that thing that happened to me. Or you can go through something traumatic and be like, man, I am so much better and stronger because I learned from that and didn't let it bring me down and I moved on from it. It's up to you. That's why I don't tolerate people. Okay, I'm going off on like a huge. That wasn't the plan. The point was nostalgia. So every once in a while, I like to order toy because that's big because I'm lucky enough to live in a day in a place and have an opportunity and privileges. Order crap on eBay, I guess was my point. Today and age you can get anything you want that you couldn't do a long time ago. But today you can. Oh man, like I remember one time I was telling my brother a few years ago, you can literally get anything you want and look it up on eBay. And he's like, okay, how about a DeLorean? And I looked up DeLorean on eBay right then and there, and there was like 3 available, I think, 2 of them intact and 1 of them in running condition. So, but seriously. Sometimes you got to do some digging. I remember there was this one little tiny guitar toy I had when I was a baby, but I found one, and these things is crazy. Like this glass I used to have from the 70s. Who is hanging on to a glass since the 70s and it's still in pristine condition, and then here you are thinking of selling it, and here I am buying it? That's not what we're here, though. We're not here for a glass. We're here for a toy. I bought a toy. I bought a toy on eBay that I used to have. Because when those Action Fleet things came out, I was like, man, well, no, they're not Action Fleet. Whatever they're freaking called. I don't know what they're called. They're called the new Star Wars things that are like Action Fleet with the little micro machines and the little ships, and you get the little people. But it reminded me of Action Fleet, which reminded me of Micro Machines. And, I've done my thing throughout the years and gotten some Micro Machines and whatnot. I've actually collected most of the toys that were my favorites as a kid that I lost some way, somehow, or were given away, or my mother, yada, yada, yada. But I've recovered a good portion. So I continue to do so when I think of one like, oh man, which is what happened because those led to that, led to that, led to that. And I remember there was this Hot Wheels thing. So of course you can just look it up on eBay and you can watch a commercial, or eBay. But you can look it up on YouTube and watch a commercial for that thing that you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Remind yourself, if you go, oh yeah, man, I remember that. Go ahead, look something up about it. Check out a picture. Check out a video about it. Try and seek one out. You get more nostalgia. You get more enjoyment out of it. I'm a little parched. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm very parched. Anyway, so I bought that. I remember this thing. Actually, I just realized, holy cow, this thing is just like this one little train. I had a Micro Machines train set in the little train station, and then you turn on a light, and I had little silhouettes of people. Then I had this train, and it was a Micro Machines train, and you put it on the little Micro Machines train track. I used to love that toy, and then a couple years ago, I found it. I ordered it. I had to pay a pretty penny to find one of the train stations that not only included the teeny tiny little white flagpole piece that most of the other ones didn't have, but also was in working condition, little silhouettes. So I got that back. I'm gonna have to set that up, considering what I'm about to open. I decided to open this on camera. I used to, man, it's kind of disturbing. That little train set I used to, well, not disturbing, I mean, because there was a lot of action movies when I was a kid. You're an innocent kid. You're just thinking, but I used to play like terrorist with that train. I mean, it's kind of insensitive now, but honestly, because it's a train, it just makes me think of Unbreakable. But anyway, I just, whatever it may be, I just liked to crash my train. I liked crashing my train. That's normal. Anywho, I'm going to take some nostalgia now. I used to have this when I was a kid. It was a Hot Wheels. Did a series called Hot Wheels Adventures. And I had the submarine as well. Let me tell you a little story about this submarine. Opened up, and there was some coral in the middle. And, a little submarine, but I didn't have this one. I had an identical one. It was identical because it was made by the same company, and it was the same layout. There was just a couple of teeny tiny little differences. One, it was red, and two, it was Captain Crunch. It was a Captain Crunch toy. It was Captain Crunch themed. They just relabeled it pretty much. And I had to collect so many PO boxes. Back in the 90s. This is what we had to do. I had to collect so many PO boxes or proof of purchase. The barcode. You had to cut them out of your cereal box, collect like 5 or whatever, and then include a check. I had to talk my parents into a check for shipping and handling, which it would be like in a check for $3.99 made out to this weird company. And then you'd have to mail that, and then you'd wait. It was always 6 to 8 weeks. No, it was longer than that because it was usually like 2 or 3 months. Anywho, it took forever. And then one day in the mail, you would receive your free toy that came with your cereal. But it was dope. It was just weird that it was Captain Crunch themed. It was a little Captain Crunch submarine. So there was that. I also ordered the original Han Solo and Stormtrooper disguise through a mail-away cereal action figure. One of the first in that run with Kenner. That's probably worth a pretty penny. Now, anywho, we're talking about this, though. So I had this one, and I loved it. And it comes with a little train, and it comes with a little tree, and it falls down. You got this little track here. It comes with a little comic. And then it had this little cardboard thing here that you could cut. And then I would also have my train run these tracks, too. I would use this as like a playmat. Playset. So let's crack this bad boy open. As much as I would love to keep this in mint condition and just hang it on the wall, the whole point is to play with it. Yes, I mean it. The whole point is to play with it. And I want to check it out and touch it and feel it and, look at the features. And of course, I do have a son. All of these are my son's toys and Lego. And this is all for him. I'm lucky to have a son, because then I was like, sweet, I've got someone to enjoy all these toys with. So I'll be enjoying this with him, obviously. But I do want to note how awesome it is that it's got the KB Toys price tag on it still. I remember KB Toys. That was my local toy store. I go to the mall, I go to KB Toys. Oh, and then I go to Sam Goody. Sam Goody's where I got my original VHS Star Wars trilogy, the original, digital, remastered THX. Anyway, I'm going to keep rambling on about random stuff. So let's just open this. Isn't that the whole point of this thing? We're 10 minutes in here and I haven't even opened it yet? Come on, man. But come on. The original, I love how it's marked down. So its original price was $13. Today and age, what do you think? This would probably be $20. I bet you. This, well, maybe 15. $15 to $20 is what this would go today. I guarantee you. But the fact that, I was sticking around for, maybe this was during when KB was going under. But it was reduced to $4. $3.99, $4. $4. But originally 13. Cool. Let's open it. I'm not going to read all the stuff. I'll do that later. Clearly I don't have time to do this here. I'm going to run out of time if I don't read this up. Hey, why don't I open it already? I liked to be very careful with my action figures when opening them when I was a kid. With the, because, if you did it right, you could just, and keep, because I like to keep the pictures and everything intact. I don't want to, You just very carefully, and if you do it just right, let's see. How old is this? 94. Docking Bay 94. This is 1994 is when this was made. So I was 11 years old when I got this. And I loved it. It just had a lot of playability. Play features. Because it's got this cool little, like a bridge that collapses. And the way they have it work is simple and clever. See, they don't make toys like they used to. They used to be simple, clever, fun. You'd use your imagination. Yeah, imagination. Imagine that. So see what I'm doing here? I'm perfectly making sure that the only part of the cardboard that's coming off is the part that's stuck to the glue of the plastic packaging. Is that just me? Am I just a weirdo? What weirdo? Ask me about... perfectionist. OCD. Everybody claims, oh, well, I got a little bit of OCD. We all have a little bit of OCD. That's just our way of categorizing that thing that we want things to be a certain way. Some people need things to be a really... Because that's different. It's not... Never mind. I'm going on a thing. I'm not a doctor. I'm a toy opener. I like how this is Hot Wheels Adventures Makes Tracks with Tim and Pablo. Because my name's Paul, if you didn't know. I go by many names, and they have 99 on their hat, just like Wayne Gretzky. Saw him a few months ago when I went to a Colorado Avalanche game where the Colorado Avalanche whooped the Edmonton Oilers 4-0, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we won the series 4-0, and then we won the series 4-0, and then a couple of months later we played game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals on my birthday, and we won? And then 3 wins and 11 days later, the Colorado Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked again, but the Colorado Avalanche are Stanley Cup champions. And I got to watch that with my son. Okay, we got the little indent thing to hold in the little guys. Let's check them out. Okay, so we got this little tree. I love the detail. Little haunted tree. That's pretty cool. And then I always liked how the little roots would hang over and you'll see. And then this I remember specifically losing this monster pretty quickly, and all I had to work with was the tree. But oh my gosh, it looks like he's got little track wheels. Is he supposed to be rolling on the track? Look at that. He's rolling on the track. But yeah, we got this little monster here. Not a real monster, but So that's cool. I like it. Give me a hug! He just wants to hug a train. Or something. Maybe he's like a rabbit. But of course, the literal piece there is the train. Gnarly, right? And it's simple. There's no real wheels. There's no actual thing to hook on a track. But once it gets on there, if I remember correctly, it works decently enough. So it's a play set that's also A toy, like this in itself is a toy. Look at this. All right. What we got here? I don't want to. Just for a comic book? Gotta take off the whole other side just to get to the comic book. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Definitely not now. Oh, sweet, it comes with a warranty. Oh, it's a limited warranty, but no, it's only a 1-year limited warranty. Oh well. Hopefully nothing's broken. Mattel Toys warrants to the original consumer purchaser that this toy product will be free from defects in material or workmanship for 1 year. So after a year, it's probably going to break. Unless otherwise specified in alternate warranties. From the date of purchase. If defective. Oh, it says from the date of purchase. Ha! I just bought this. If defective, return product along with proof of date and purchase to Customer Adjustment Center. Oh, Consumer Adjustment Center. Okay, cool. Where? California? Okay, cool. I believe I was living in California at the time. Might have been here by then, but I believe I was in California. No, 11? No, I would have been here. Never mind. Anyway, who cares about that? Here we have a train. And this does have wheels, though. That's gnarly. 94. Choo-choo. 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 But also, you'll notice this thing does this cool little thing here. Oh. No spoilers. All right, check this out. Ready? Here, let's get a close-up. Nobody wants to look at me. What am I doing that for? Come on now. Let's check this out. I mean, nobody wants to look at any of this, but let's at least pretend like this is interesting. If I can work it. Whoa! Oh my gosh, what do we got over there? Okay. Is that better? Not really. Here, that's what we need. There we go. There we go. Don't worry, I'm a professional. Yeah, right. Oh, sweet. Now I can, Anyway, so, this bad boy right here. Splickety-gack. 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 Splick-ow! Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. You put that back. It's laid out as this play set. And, bam. Look at how gorgeous that is. So we have this beautiful graveyard. Oh, that's awesome. Got the full moon over here. Looks like something might be howling, but maybe that's something else. You got some skeletons over here. That's cool. You got the trees that look similar to this tree. And this tree goes right here. This is awesome! Oh my gosh. The toys we used to get as children. Back then, I should say. Is there a... Oh, yep, there's the pieces here. Oh, that's right! Wait, really? Confused. Huh? Oh, this goes here. Wouldn't that mean it's broken? How funny is that? I'm a sarcastic smartass about the warranty. And it's broken. I think. I'm pretty sure it's broken. Let me see. Is it supposed to like slide in or something maybe? No, it's broken. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, it's probably a result of... Are you kidding me right now? Like, for real? For real? Of, you know, 25, 30-year-old glue. But really? Like, this is the play feature. This is the whole point of the darn thing. It's all right. I got glue. It's okay. It's okay. We'll put the glue on. It's okay. But it's broken. The piece. It's weird because it was in like this, which is odd. And then I'm like, oh yeah, because you got the little bridge piece. But this is supposed to be attached to this. It's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking! It's okay, it's cool, it's cool. It could be worse. It's cool. Could be thankful for what you got. I could not have one of these at all. Okay, cool. Shutting up. Jeez. And I can fix it. It's not like, could be worse. Could be worse. Everybody should live by that mantra. Come on now. Could be a lot worse. Alright. So we got this cool thing. Now here's what's really interesting. There's a pit. Because this is where, because what happens is, let's close that. You take the bridge out. See if this doesn't break. Or if it's going to be stuck after all these years. Wiggle it. Always wiggle it. Or it'll snap. Gotta wiggle it so it doesn't snap. Something like that. Oh man, is this even gonna... See, why does this open anyway? That's another question. But, okay, well the bottom of the pit has a bunch of blood. And guts. And body parts. Okay, maybe not literally, but it's got like bones or something. But that's clearly blood. Like, they don't make toys like this anymore, right? But the bridge comes out. And then the other bridge attaches, see, because this bridge goes onto this little nubbin here. And then you have your train go across, and the bridge collapses. It's a great play feature. Especially for someone who likes to crash his train. See? It's all coming back around. I knew what I was talking about. Then you got the little... It works pretty cool, though. Whoops. Hey, I just did it. You missed it. You missed it. So it works good. Pick up this. Whee! That's gnarly. And it worked on its tracks good enough, and it's like, oh no, which way did it go? Oh, sweet. Oh no! Here comes the tree! Oh no! And then you use this. Yeah, it doesn't really work like that because it's rubber. It's like literally a tab to push the tree down, but the tab... Okay, well, it kind of worked. Oh no! The tree fell on us! Oh, we're all gonna be trapped in here! We're not gonna have to eat each other, are we? Screw that. What are we gonna do about poo-poos? Alright, let's get back to basics and see if I can fix this darn thing. Because there you have it. The train thing that's broken that I'll have to glue. I'm high on nostalgia. And yeah, I can't get the other part of the bridge out anyway. Cool. Get what you... This thing... It's a great purchase. Oh, shoot! What'd I say? I say don't force it. You gotta wiggle it. Don't force it. I just broke it. I broke it more. And tab here holds this part. I just broke it. Because it's old. That's why we don't open old toys. Because they'll break from being so old. It's still good though. It just makes it work better, right? There, now it works better. Yeah. I mean, I fixed it. Yay! Now I can fix this. Watch this. I'm gonna fix it. I can fix it! Oh, son of a... Anyway, so that's the train. It's pretty cool. It doubles as other things. It's a toy I used to have when I was a kid. And, maybe it should have stayed that way. But, I'll figure it out. We'll fix it up. And I'll do a little short and be like, look, I fixed it. It's all good. I mean, I already did. It's fine. Anyway, 10 out of 10. That's the Hot Wheels Adventure Hot Wheels, Mattel Adventurers, make tracks with Tim and Pablo, plotting the Transylvania Express. Ooh, Transylvania. Ooh. Subscribe or something. I can't believe I broke it. Okie dokie.